All right, so I want to go over a concept called J cuts in dialogue. So normally how we've been doing this, I've got my shots here. I've got my two shot of my two subjects speaking. I've got my close singles for each of them. And instead basically when I'm editing that together, I'm going through, I'm finding, okay, there's the first line, and it probably will look something like this. So basically I will start, subject comes in,
Hey,
cut to her shot,
how long have you been here?
other guy speaks, cut to him,
I don't know.
cut back when she speaks.
Did you want to come?
I'm fine.
And then back to our two shot. Pretty straightforward, right? And that's a perfectly finely edited scene. But we can change it up to where maybe we want a reaction, maybe we want to pull focus more to another character. We can manipulate the editing a little bit using concepts called J cuts. And you kind of even see this little J shape in my editing. And it's really a way just to use these extra tracks you have, video 1, 2, 3, 4. As we get more advanced, we're going to be stacking stuff a lot more. So let me just play full screen what this clip looks like.
Hey, I've been looking for you. How long have you been here?
I don't know.
Well, I was gonna go get some food. Did you want to come?
I'm fine.
Okay, so like I said, I didn't finish it out, but you get the idea. And basically, it's just not always following exactly the moment. I say a thing, we cut. You say a thing, we cut. It's a way to get a little bit more rhythm to a scene, right? Especially maybe if you have a character talking way more than the other one, it's helpful to go to cutaways. How is our character reacting to certain information, right? And a J cut's a way to do that. So let's talk about how to build them. I'll start here with my two shot. And in this case, there's my shot. Walks in, looks good. So I'll start with her from there. There's my end point. And I'm going to wait for her to be about, oh, hey, I was looking for you. How long have you been out here? So I'll start and have that clip right there. There it is. And then I'll go to my close single here. And there is the shot here.
Hey, I've been looking for you. Hey, I've been looking for you. How long have you been here?
And then there's the end of it there, right? Now, if I put it in, obviously I have an immediate issue, which is she says the same thing twice.
How long have you been here?
So she's already kind of walking up and starting to talk here. And then in this shot, she's kind of standing still. So we have a bit of a continuity issue we have to work with, but we can fix it with the J cut, right? So what I'm going to do is instead, I know my audio is a little low here. I'll boost it a little bit so you can hear it a bit better. And we'll go through audio boosting in a different video, but just for, no, that's going to be annoying, isn't it? That's annoying. There we go. Okay. What we can do is, I only want the audio here. The microphone is closer. This is kind of distant audio here. So I'm just going to use the audio just from this on top of there. So what I'll do is I'm going to pull this up to track 1, right? And I'll start making my J cut. And the J shape is going to be kind of moved in a little bit. So I'll have the clip kind of come in a little bit further. When does she start talking? So right there. Oh, hey, right about there. I'll start that clip.
Hey, I've been looking for you.
Maybe not quite that quick. We want to cut it just like that. That looks a little bit better. Okay, now I have a new problem, right, with my J cut.
Hey, I've been looking for you.
She's walking in, and then she's transported. She's already standing still, right? So what I'll do now to really make this a proper J cut is I need to unlink these two things together, right? And to do that, I'll just kind of show you real quick, will be to take these two clips, I'll right click, and I want to go to unlink right there, unlink. And what that's going to do is going to separate my audio and my video, which is super helpful. Be careful with this, right? Because if I get it out of sync, it's hard to put it back together. You kind of have to start from scratch, but it is a very useful thing to be able to do. So I will go ahead, and then when it's unlinked, I can still have that audio start. I'll maybe even have the audio start a little bit earlier there, right? So have it together. Make sure I keep those together. So she starts speaking right about there. Start it right there. And then what I can do is move that clip up a little bit, and I'm going to make sure I stay on my visual, right? So she starts speaking, but I start to hear the audio. And you're really seeing the kind of J-cut look of this now, right? Where we have that J shape. And it should look something like this.
Hey, I've been looking for you. How long have you been here?
Just like that, right? So we already, because we're far away, it doesn't perfectly match, but that's okay. For this illustration, it's fine. We are imagining, we can kind of see her saying those same words that she said in the other one, but, oh, hey,
Hey, I've been looking
for you.
How long have you been here?
And we should have a nice, easy cut that does everything we want it to, right? We have better audio and we're able to have the continuity of her walking in a way that makes way more sense, right? So that's kind of how you want to go about it. Let's do a more stylistic J cut. So we go to our subject here.
Hey, I was looking for you. How long have you been here?
How long have you been here? So he's hearing that information. He starts speaking.
Why was gonna
And then he stops speaking.
Why was gonna go get
So wait for that.
Why was gonna go get
All right, in that cut. And I'll go ahead and pop that footage in there. So now we're... And maybe I want to wait a little bit longer, right? So maybe I want to linger on that shot. Well, since it's unlinked, I can actually pull that over, and maybe I can linger on that shot a little bit more. And maybe I want to cut back to that shot of her a little bit earlier. Before, while he's saying, I don't know, I can get her reaction to him saying, I don't know. So I can do that very thing, wait for her to start speaking.
Why was gonna go get
Right there.
You wanna come?
Stop it right there. And I'll bring it in. And again, I can go ahead and set it up just like so. But I can do a similar J cut. Well, I'll put this on a separate track. I'll go ahead and unlink, again, my audio and my video. And then I'll just bring this in a little bit more. So I hold on the video while we're still listening to my other character.
Why was gonna go get
So I get on her even while he's finishing that line. So just those little overlaps, and again, that little J shape, a lot of ways you can play with this. I'll show two quick ones. I've cleaned the audio up for these a little bit, just to show, especially with these J cuts. I mean, I really went a little all over the place with the stacking here. But you can say, in this case, I'm going to do a much faster one. I'll leave this up so you can kind of see the track here. There we go. Actually, let me just change the audio here real quick so we can hear this a little bit better. And we'll get to audio gain soon. Don't you worry. Here we go.
Hey, I've been looking for you. How long have you been here?
I don't know.
Well, I was gonna go get some food. Did you want to come?
I'm fine.
Okay, we'll see you later.
Same thing, a lot quicker though, because I'm just even having their dialogue kind of overlap with each other. Again, they didn't do that in the cut. I just had to put that in naturally through these J cuts there. All right, let's go the other direction with it. Let me use the J cuts to really stretch this out. So let's take a look at this one. I guess I didn't change the volume on that one. Yeah, let's go ahead and up the volume a tiny bit so we can hear it a little bit better. Again, I didn't clean up the audio, but it's still helpful to, as we're watching it, to hear it.
Oh, hey, I was looking for you. How long have you been here?
Yeah, and I'm actually going to take that audio off. It sounds terrible. I would need to work on the cleaning it up a little bit more.
Hey, I was looking for you. How long have you been here? Well, I was gonna go get some food. Did you want to come?
Yeah, so again, same footage, but very different feel. So you can use those J cuts to either stretch out, really make the pauses, have your characters like sit in these real silences as they're reacting to information, or you can really have them, really overlap it and have it more quick pitter patter. You have a lot of control in the edit with those J cuts. So just make sure you're not just assembling your dialogue, but you're really manipulating and conveying the mood and the feel you want through your edits here.